So you're welcome to day one of this masterclass. I'm grateful to everybody that took out time to get on. Those that are particularly watching live. A bit of introduction about myself. Some people probably don't know me and they'll be like, who is this guy? As in, why does he qualify to speak to us? What has he learned? Where did he come from? Where did he jump out from? Okay, I didn't jump out from anywhere. I've been growing, I've been developing. And at the moment, the person speaking with you, his name is Ambassador Dr. Segun. I'm an eminent peace ambassador and a global diplomat with the United Nations. I've got an honorary doctorate degree from the American Heritage University of Southern California. I'm proud to be a recipient of that. I've got a master's degree in information technology security from London, University of Westminster, and I've got a postgraduate degree in education from UCL, London. And I've been learning, I've been growing, I've been in entrepreneurship for 9 straight years, 9 uninterrupted straight years. The last time I did a job that I collected a salary was 10 years ago. And I've not done badly without a salary because an entrepreneur is never unemployed. As a matter of fact, I've moved away from unemployed to unemployable. It's if any oil and gas company or maybe a contract comes and they want to pay me 1 million naira a month, I'm going to have to decide well whether I want it or I want it as a contract for 6 months, because nobody can bottle me, because I've discovered some things about this entrepreneurship journey and I want to impact some of it. I know most of us are in Diva Secret International and I know most of us are going to do well at it, but it requires some skills. I didn't just start doing what I'm doing now. It's been a journey. I've failed severally, just in case you don't know. I've also done well severally. I've had a taste of both, and I can tell you for free that success is sweeter than failure. Okay, so today is day one. And what we're going to be talking about on day one is the journey across the 4 stages in network marketing. Okay, I'm going to be very vulnerable in this training. I'm recording it, so that's not a problem. And a lot of people are going to watch this on replay forever. It will be on my YouTube channel, Dr. Segun King. Subscribe so that you can always get these things when I put them up. I'll be very vulnerable with my success, my failures, my disappointments, and of course, the promises today and ahead. Okay, the journey has not been funny. The journey has not been easy. This month, December 2023, is going to make it 9 years I've been on this journey. And I can tell you for free, I can tell you for Shizu, mind my urban languages when I use them. Okay, I can tell you for free that there are 4 stages in network marketing. And as we journey through these 4 stages, I want you to x-ray yourself. I want you to look at yourself, look at the stage you're in, and always look at the next stage, because you don't want to go from stage 1 to stage 4. That's a scam. You want to go from stage 1 to stage 2. If you're in stage 2, you want to go from stage 2 to stage 3. If you're in stage 3, that's amazing. You want to jump to stage 4. And if you're in stage 3, stage 4, you want to raise people to move through the stages also. Okay. So how did my journey in network marketing begin? I was in the UK. I went there to do my master's, and I got a job eventually. And I got to a crossroad, and I had to make a decision. And I said, hey, come back home. And I wanted to get into entrepreneurship because I was sick and tired of being an employee. I've done employee for 9.5 years, and I told myself, not again. And honestly speaking, I've not done one since then. So I was looking for options to get into entrepreneurship, and I discovered, harshly but painfully, I discovered network marketing. And the reason why I said yes was because of the limitless income. Number 2, I could literally help people without having or needing connections. Number 3, nobody would need to ask me for my previous results, previous success, or previous failure to admit me and allow me to do what I got to do. And number 4, it was a path to personal growth and development. So I saw it, I discovered it early. See, some things are taught and some things are caught. I was taught, but I caught more than I was taught. I learned pretty fast. Okay, I'm a learner, I'm a student, but I learned pretty fast. I discovered that this was going to allow me to spread my wings and fly. Okay, some people flap their wings and struggle. Some spread their wings and fly. It's going to take the time it's going to take, but you can fast forward your time and you can compress 10 years into 5 years, compress 20 years into 7 years, compress 40 years into 10 years. And I said, Segun, let's get the journey started. Okay, so I begin by saying this: all change is not growth. If you want to take screenshots, please feel free to take screenshot, but you're not going to ask me for this slide because it's not going to be made available. Take note, take screenshots, pay attention. Don't be watching the screens and watching TV. What a disservice that would be to yourself, okay? So I'm going to start by saying this: all change is not growth, but all growth is change and involves change, okay? And I'm going to say, honestly speaking, change is an uncomfortable process. Change is a difficult process, whether it's change from being a single person to a married person, whether it's change from moving from employment to entrepreneurship, whether it's change from moving from a non-product based company to a product based company, whether it's the change of moving from one country to another country, whether it's the change of living a carnal life behind and embracing a spiritual life. No change is comfortable. All change is painful and inconveniencing, okay? So you have to embrace some discomfort because nothing grows in the comfort zone. So all growth is change and it involves change. Not all movement is productive. Somebody would say jokingly, everybody is going up and down, but not everybody is in a hurry going anywhere. Some are in a hurry to go to toilet. Some are in a hurry going nowhere. Some are just going up and down to fulfill all scriptures that I'm busy. Some leave their house in the morning and say bye-bye to neighbors so that they will feel like they're going somewhere. They just went to chill in a park and come back home by 4 p.m. so that they're not insulted for staying at home. Not all movement is progress. Not all movement is productive. And not all activity is productivity. In this industry, a lot of people get busy doing nothing. A lot of people get busy and they don't move forward. Like, when you go barb your hair, that chair in the barbing salon, you can go 360 degrees, but you're still on the same spot. That is the life of a lot of people in this industry. A lot of activity with no productivity. That ends today. That ends for you today, on or before the end of this 3 days masterclass. If you are saying amen, that was a good place to say amen, or to type amen. Okay, so to refuse to move or to refuse to act is to embrace and endure stagnancy. Look at this guy, stuck in the ground. Hands can't move, legs can't move, and I can bet you is praying. Let's not even go that prayer out today, because some people just pray and expect God to do what simple decisions and actions on planet Earth can change. To refuse to move from stage 1 to stage 2, to refuse to embrace action is to embrace stagnancy. And I grew up hearing and learning that stagnant water smells. When water is not flowing like a river, it starts smelling. And that's not what you want. You don't want your finances thinking. You don't want your business thinking. You don't want your health thinking. You don't want all of those thinking. So the stage 1 of the 4 stages is what I call the dependent stage. Look at this beautiful baby, innocent. He or she wasn't asked to be born. He or she probably just discovered that, okay, here am I. I'm now on planet Earth. How do you guys do it here? How do you guys feed here? How do you guys go around here? The baby is heavily dependent on the mother. And for the purpose of this training, the mother here is the leader or the upline. And the baby here is the new person in business or the person in business, because some people are not new. They've been in business since 1920 and they've learned nothing. Okay, so you can tell me, oh, DSK, I've been in business for like 10 years. Excuse me, I don't want to hear that. Show me your results for the 10 years. No, it was us that brought this company to Nigeria. Excuse me, cut the crap, stop that. I don't want to hear how long you've been in the industry. I just want to hear how much success you've had. And the success is, let me see the amount of millions you've made, either in Naira or in dollars. Let me see the people that you have supported, you have trained, you have shown the way. That is the only factor for success, contribution or growth. Any other thing is nonsense. Okay, so this baby has not even done anything. This baby has not registered with any company before. This baby just probably woke up and he or she has a Diva account. And it's like, what are we doing here? All right, so signs of someone in the dependent stage. Remember, you are x-raying yourself. Remember, you're taking a good look at yourself. You are making honest appraisal of yourself, and you're making decisions to, okay, this has to stop, this has to change, or this has to move, or this has to progress. Okay, number 1, the person does not have a good understanding of the business. The person probably does not even know if this is a business. The person probably does not even know the difference between a business and an investment. The person does not even know the difference between an MLM or a Ponzi. The person does not even know the difference between a scam and a real business. The person does not know whether this is ROI or a business that has to be built. The person has zero or little understanding. That person is like that baby that doesn't know much. Honest intentions, but doesn't know much. Number two, the person does not have a good understanding of how to earn. The person is just in WhatsApp group, maybe Soaring Eagles or Diva World creators, and the person is just seeing plenty WhatsApp messages. And deep down in the person's heart, the person is angry. Why are they wasting my data? Have you heard somebody tell you, please, I have to leave the WhatsApp group because it's wasting my data? Imagine. It's just as though you are in a church program. Blessings are flying around, and all you are looking at what the usher is wearing. The person's head is not correct. You are missing things and you don't even know. Okay? The person depends on the upline for everything. I have this auntie that wants to join. Can you help me talk to her? I have this uncle that wants to join. Can you help me talk to the person? I have this my neighbor that wants to join. I'm going to send you his number. Help me call the person. You see, we forgive those actions and requests, but we just know you are a baby. You see, babies are not bad people. They are just not matured enough to do things on their own. Number four, the person depends only on Zoom. The person cannot explain what Diva is. My prospect, you want to join this Zoom on Tuesday or Saturday. They will tell you everything. Shall just join. Everything they are saying, just hear. Do you like what you heard? Is everything sweet? Is it okay? Are you joining? That's all the person can do. That's not bad. That is how most of us started. The person does not even see the need to join the meeting. The person is probably asking, why are they always asking us to join Zoom? Why are we asking Zoom every day? Data every day. Do you people know how much data is? Excuse me. Do you know how much an office space is to rent if you were to do a proper business? Okay, the person probably depends on the team. The person says they are not training us, they are not teaching us. You people don't tell me how it works. You have paid your money, you are still asking how it works. And I'm like, really? And finally, the person depends on the team, depends on Dr. Nono, depends on DSK to do training. He said, I'm not growing because they are not training me. Who are the they that is supposed to train you? Those are the signs and symptoms of somebody in the dependent stage, okay? So if you're in this stage, x-ray yourself. You don't want to stay in this stage for too long, all right? You don't want to stay in stage. So the stage 2 is the independent stage. You can see the baby has grown. He's wearing sneakers and he's jogging. He can go and you can send him message to go and buy something for you and he will go and come back. Okay? The baby can feed by himself. The baby can, if the baby falls down, the baby is going to get up and continue running. Oh my God. The baby doesn't say, no, I'm tired. No, mommy. See, the baby can run up and down, sugar rush, everything, every day. The baby, even if the mother goes to work, the baby can cause some havoc, but the baby will stay alive in the house. That's stage 2. And I ask, what moves you from the dependent stage of not knowing how to do anything for yourself to doing things for yourself? 4 things. 4 things. Look at the left side of the slide. 4 things. It starts by making a strong decision. See, there's decision and there's strong decision. Decision is different from choice. Choice is picking between options. Decision is cutting some things away so that you can choose one. So you are losing something to get something or keep something. That is what a decision is. You are making a decision to become independent, to become an independent business owner, IBO. You are in business for yourself, not by yourself, but you can stand by yourself. Number 2, you have a strong desire. Desire is what's, even when you want something from God, it is your desire that draws it towards you. You see, people that have desire, they go after what they want. They don't receive it. They lambano it. They catalambano it. Don't wait for somebody to serve them food. They go to the kitchen and cook and put the food together, conjoin it and dish the plate because they have to eat. When you are hungry enough, you will find food. Not saying they have not brought me food. You are not hungry yet. Desire is tied to hunger. So what moves you from dependent state to independent state? If you want to stop being a baby, drinking breast milk or drinking from feeding bottle, you need these 4 things: a strong decision, a strong desire. Number 3, a strong commitment. See, when you are committed to a vision, the vision pulls you. When you are committed to a cause, the cause is pulling you, is drawing you. You just know that I got to do everything I got to do to succeed. You see, your should, they become must. It's no longer I should do this. It is now I must do this. You see, you have a to-do list, and your to-do list changes to I must do list. It is not to do, it is now I must do. That is somebody with a strong commitment. Okay, you can tell the person speaking to you right now has all of this in excess. In excess. Like, I can sell it to you and not even collect money. And the fourth thing you need are the right skill set. I'm going to start talking about skill set from tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to start talking about skill set tomorrow and next tomorrow. That's the second and third day. It's going to be about skill set. So the four things, you need a strong decision. Do you want to do this or you don't want to do this? Like, you see, we pamper people to success. You see, as in we pamper them. Hey, don't quit now. Hey, do this business now. Hey, this business can change your life. Oh, see, if you have an encounter, I was raised in church and I'm proud to be raised in church. If you have an encounter with Jesus, nobody will tell you whether Jesus is real or not. No, you will buy megaphone, you will buy loudspeakers, and people will be like, this guy has had an encounter. A strong decision, a strong desire, a strong commitment, and the right skill set. If you have these first three and you don't have the last one, you're just going to be everywhere and achieving nothing. You will be in every meeting and no skill set to achieve the result. People will see you posting, but they will not see you earning. They will not see your back office and see money there. So these four, no one is more important than the other. The whole four is important to move you from the dependent stage to the independent stage. Okay, I hope you are taking notes. I hope you are taking screenshots. And I have a quote here that says, without commitment, you cannot have depth in anything, whether it's in relationship, whether it's a business, whether it's a hobby. You want to marry, you are not sure whether you want to marry. You say, should I not? If you're like that, please don't go near it. You're like, do I like this guy or I don't like this guy? Then you don't. If you're asking, then you don't. Do I want to be with this person all of my life or not? Then you don't want to be. Do I have the skills for marriage or God will help me? God will not help you. See, God will help you to the level of your knowledge. God cannot help you without your participation in the skills to keep that business or marriage or relationship. Okay, so these are the four things that moves you. Okay, so let's talk about the independence stage. This is stage 2. This is if you think you are in stage 1, be honest and go to the chat box or the comment section and type in stage 1. If you think you are in stage 2, independent stage, like you can stand and do things on your own, you think you are in that stage, type in stage 2 in the chat box. Let me see some participation. Let me see people that are in this class and in this class. Some people are on the Zoom but not in the class. If you are on the Zoom or on the YouTube and you're in the class, let me some feedback in the chat box. I really need to see it, okay? So what are the features of someone in the independent stage? Stage 2, that person, whoever the person is, has made a strong decision to be a leader. Like, it is not whether or whether not. Nobody is asking you, do you see yourself as a leader? Leadership is not talk, it's not empty mouth. I don't like people that talk and they can't back it up. I love you, but I don't like such people. And I love you because I'm compelled to love you. Like, maybe because I've spent about 10 years in corporate. Some people did not work in corporate. They just jumped into network marketing because there's no job or because they are hungry. If you've worked in corporate, I've worked in one of the top 4 banks in UK. So I didn't work in Chere with Cambia places. And I don't even know what that thing I'm saying means, but I just think it means small places. I've worked in proper places whereby I'm asking myself, how on earth did I even get this job? Like, I'm not supposed to get this job. What am I doing here? Okay, so I've understood rules of engagement in the corporate and in the workplace. So I've collected query and I've given queries. So when I see people that are shabby, that are shabby and lazy in discipline, I'm like, oh my God, where did you come from? Who raised you? Like, who are you? Like, why are you like this? But of course, I ask all those questions that I never get answers. So what are the features of someone in the independent stage? Number 1, the person has made a strong decision to be and remain a leader. Number 2, the person has made a commitment and is ready to back it up with daily actions. Number 3, the person has a strong desire to help and raise many leaders. You're not here for yourself. If you are here if you want to do things for yourself, what you need and you must stay with is a job, because jobs are the things you do for yourself to keep your job, to keep your salary, to maintain your promotion. But when you are in this industry, life does not revolve around you. You have people that in the middle of the night, you are probably with your wife, your partner, and you are thinking about the person. You're thinking about how you're going to launch this person's business. You're thinking about how you're going to assist this person to grow. Your mind is filled with all your leaders, and you can barely sleep well. Yeah, that is a leader. Not the one that doesn't have any care in the world. The person also has stepped up to become a diamond leader in this business. There are 5 packages in Diva. Anybody can see money on the floor and pay for a diamond package. That's the truth. Some people have inheritances from their parents, so they can easily bring out $1,100 and pay for diamond package. But some people paid it because they want to really, really be in charge. They want to be independent. Okay. The person can explain the business and how to earn in the business, how to grow in the business, and the person can explain it excellently well. If you can't sit people down one-on-one to explain Diva, to explain the company, the product, the business, the 11 ways to earn, you're not in this stage yet. No. You are not. You're not. 3-way calls are nice, but you should have finished the job. The 3-way calls should be for edification and for confirmation. The person in independent stage can handle a WhatsApp group. Some people, we have begged them. It's as though we should buy Pampers and napping for you. Like, we are in 21st century where you don't need to travel around to do business. I've never done a physical event. That is not a pass mark, but that is not a failure also. Some people do their business strictly online. It's your choice. Choose what works for you and make sure it's producing results. So the least you can do is to have a WhatsApp group where you can handle and coordinate presentation, where you can answer people's questions, where your phone is not a handset but a mobile phone, where your phone is not that one that you go to the next street and go and queue. Your phone is a mobile phone. In the toilet is there. Well, I take my phone to toilet sometimes, whereby you know that when they call you for any question, you are answering before they even ask you. No, you can put people in an environment of questions and answer. Not the one that you are even in one group, you are not even functional there. You are not looking like, what are they doing here? Every day, 500 messages. I wake up to 600 messages. How many of them came from you? Somebody in the independent stage can handle a Zoom meeting from the beginning, introduce it to the product, to the compensation plan, close it, collect money, and do registration. You will even still not join the Zoom. They'll be asking you, why didn't you join? You say your network. I'm like, do you know how much it costs to pay for an office? I had one office when I was in Lagos. I was paying about $1 million every year. It was not expensive because it is the normal thing to have office. So we are saying have online office, have phone, have WhatsApp office. It's still hard for you to maintain data. Are you really a leader? An independent person can handle and coordinate a physical meeting. You're not saying, hey, Dr. Nono has not come. Hey, Egbami. Hey, DSK has not come. What will I say? How will I say? No. You still need to eat a lot of training and get good at it. And lastly, someone in the independent stage has become a lead trainer for his or her team, and he knows the training needs of his team members, and he can cater to them. A leader is not somebody that just gather everybody and say, how are you people doing? How was your night? What's your business? How was their night? A leader is somebody that can look at somebody and know where they are lacking, give them, a training topic, tell them, watch this video, tell them, I'm going to have a meeting with you, 30 minutes. Do this, do that, and you watch till there's a change. That's a leader. Not the person that, I've told him what to do. No, can you show him what to do? Anybody can talk what to do. Can you show what to do? You see, when I started this business, there was something I learned real quick. And I like to differentiate between upline and successful upline. I did not say unsuccessful. I said there are 2 differentiations. There's upline and there's successful upline. And this is where I pray a prayer for you, listening to me or watching me. May your members always define you as a successful upline and not just as an upline. If your team members cannot beat their chest to the extent that their chest is paining them, say, this my upline, forget it. Ask him anything. Put him in any room. Put him on any, if they are not confident and call you my successful upline, you have work to do. You have work to do. So if you are in this WhatsApp group, in this stage, independent stage, these are the features that you must begin to display and exemplify. Take this screenshot, because all of this must become a reality in your life to be in the stage 2, independent stage. Okay, look at this stage 3. Just take a look at this boy. I'm in the northern part of Nigeria right now as I speak. I can tell you, I see these kind of things almost every day. See, my fancy is not those beautiful cows or their nice horns. It's that boy. Does that boy look disturbed? Does that boy look perturbed? Does that boy looks like he's in control or is not? They don't burn all those cows well. They don't burn them well. This guy is in charge. And the stage 3 is called the dependable stage. If there's anybody in your team, like I said at the beginning, that is supposed to be participating live and they are not here, let love, not likeness, let love compare you to tell them, jump on this training right now. See, there's something about when they are on it live than they are watching the recording. Okay, stage 3 is the dependable stage. This boy, I like to think he has a father, or he has a mother, he has an uncle, he has a mentor, he has a leader, and they left only him to these herds of cows to lead them to greatness, to lead them to food, to lead them to water, to lead them to greener pasture. And the boy is not even holding one big stuff. He's just holding one stick. He's probably not even going to use the stick for an hour. But the people here know who is in charge. Why are they not attacking this small boy? Guys, ladies and gentlemen, leadership is in your ability. It is nothing to do. People that say, how old is that boy? How old is that girl? They don't know anything about leadership. They don't know anything about influence and authority and ability. Does this guy look like it's probably not going to be more than 6, 7 years old, this boy. It's not about age. If the person that sponsored you is 18 years old and you are 88, if the person has what you need, be humble enough to get it from the person. Whether they call you sir or ma, or he calls you sir or ma, is irrelevant. It's you that need to get all the person has. Be a sponge and be learning so that you can lead people confidently, like this 6, 7 years old boy is doing. All right. So, what moves you from independent stage to dependable stage? What moves you? What moves you? Understanding of the vision. We're talking diva secrets here, okay? A dependable stage is the stage whereby your leader can look at you and say, this one is sorted. This one gets the message. This one understands the vision. This one understands the mission. This one understands the assignment. This one has a strong conviction. He says that there are some people in your team, you look at them and you're like, this one, I'm not sure. This one is in the hand of God. This one, I'm not sure. This one, the person's head is not staying in one place yet. Today is posting chewing-gum. The next day is selling blankets. The third day is selling biro. Then the fourth day is posting divas themselves. So in your mind, you are like, can I really build a strong organization with this one and on this one? If your leader is not sure about you, then you got to do something about it. I don't need to question whether my leader is sure about me. I don't need to question it. No, I've never questioned it for 1 second. I've never questioned it. Okay, so understanding of the vision puts you in the dependable stage, whereby you can be relied upon. You can be sent on a company errand. They can tell you, enter plane from Abuja to Maiduguri. Go and handle this presentation. Go to this house of assembly. Go and finish work and come back home. Can your leader send you there? Can your leader ask you, this Zoom, you are doing it from beginning to the end? And the leader is not afraid. Say, hey, show my work, shake on work. Because you understand the vision, you have a strong conviction. Some people are asking, this divas time say, I gave it to somebody, it did not work. You know what he just said? In Harvard University, 100 people enter, one did not graduate. That is what he just said. See, oh my God, when you have a conviction of what stem cell therapy is, whether invasive or non-invasive like the one we have, you understand animal-based, stem cell, and you understand white plant stem cell is better, you understand the 25 ingredients, you know the 15 ingredients, you have Googled and researched the 15 active ingredients, you know what they can do individually, and you know what the composition can do. You will not open your mouth and say, I gave somebody, it did not work. It's like you're saying a pastor, you prayed for somebody, the person did not get well. Is it? How is that my fault? Do you know the person's faith? Do you know the person's heart? Do you even know whether when I was praying for the person was cursing me in his heart? But you are so convinced that this thing, it works. It is only a matter of time. Some would need one sachet, some will need one pack, and excuse me, some can need 4 packs. So be it. Their problem did not start in one day. It might not solve in one day. Their problem might not have started in 2 weeks. It might not solve in 2 weeks. So what are you talking about? It's because you don't have a conviction of your product or of your business. And number 3, what moves you from independent to dependable is a strong sense of responsibility. You just know that the way where you are is not just a privilege, but a responsibility. I tell myself, see, if you wake me up, you slap me front and back, heavy slap, DSK, what's your purpose and mission in life? I go to help people to become more, but I see more, doing more, and becoming the best version of themselves. If you slap me in the middle of sleep, I will shout stop. I have a responsibility to do you know what poverty does to people? Poverty makes people to lose their children. Poverty can make people to lose their husband. Poverty can make people to lose their parents. Poverty can make people to lose their life. Poverty is the last bus stop you get to before death. If you know how bad it is, you have a strong sense of responsibility to shift everybody you can. You can't help everybody. Jesus could not help Judas, okay? To shift everybody as much as he can from penury to prosperity. From pain to strength, from sickness. See, so of course, I've said I grew up in church, and I'm grateful to God. Okay, I'm going to shout it because it's one of the best things that can happen to a human being. Okay, so one day, my mother was going for a vigil at about 12, somewhere in Lagos. Don't ask me where in Lagos, but that place, there's no light. There's usually no light. And 3 dogs attacked her. She fell down, she broke her leg. So we were even thinking maybe she has caught rabies, but test shows she was fine. But my mother's leg was broken. She was in Igbobi hospital. If you know Igbobi, you know we are talking broken bones. She was on walking stick. Do you know how that made me feel? I wish they should transfer her pain to me because I will see my mother in tears. She's a nurse, so chief nursing officer. She knows everything to take, but she was still in pains. I felt, why wasn't I there to protect her from those crazy dogs? See, I just felt a sense of, this is my fault. But see, if you have one person you have sponsored in Diva, if the person doesn't succeed, it might not be your fault, too, but it's partly your fault. And if the person succeed, you are not the person that made the person to succeed, but you must definitely have had a hand in it. You think by the time I become a diamond director, I'm not going to mention that Dr. Nono had a role to play in my life? Am I smoking weed that I'm going to forget that is the reality? Because when you see a dependable leader, everybody in his team is like, this one is not, how can this one have? A leader is the barrier to people's failure. A leader is the barrier to people's failure. People should not be failing in your team. You should be jacking them. Some people might take 6 months to jack. There are some people in my team. They have not sponsored one human being. They have not sponsored one millipede since they came on board. One Zoom, they have not joined. How do you think I feel about them? They must succeed whether they like it or not. They must succeed by fire, by force. Even the one that I'm not happy with, I must still be happy with you, because how will it be said that you joined World Creation Hub, you didn't succeed? It's bad on my CV. It's bad on my profile. I can imagine Jesus saying, why did Judas miss it? But Judas had to play the role he played. So what moves you from independent to dependable state? You understand the vision of the company. You have a strong conviction and you have a strong sense of responsibility. You cannot use the word responsible and lazy in the same sentence. You cannot use the word responsible and lethargic in it. I don't like people that are lazy. It makes my head to burst. I'm like, oh my God, can you raise your work ethic for God's sake? Or can you go and work in a bank for 5 years and know what work ethic means? Get like 3 queries and understand that the 4th one means you are sacked, and understand that you need to be on your toes. If you respect yourself, your business, and your team like this, your responsibility level will be high. And I always say this. I said this for the first time when I was in final year. I was doing a training then for somebody then. It's been long I've been training. I told the person that when your responsibility becomes a task, all your senses will come alive. You can write that down. When your responsibility becomes a task, all your senses, your 5 senses, including your 6th sense, as your spiritual senses, everything will come alive. You are praying for your family and you are praying for your team member. Oh Lord, this one must succeed. This one must grow. This one must excel. It has become a mission for you. All right. So, what are the features of someone in the 3rd stage, in the dependable stage? You see, the essence of today's training is to appraise yourself, to know where you are. Because if you don't know where you are now, how will you know how long the step you need to take is? So the features of someone in this 3rd stage called the dependable stage, number 1, the person is an asset to the entire team, whether it's your cross line or your sideline. When, for example, I don't know because I don't have this figure at hand. Let's say there are maybe say 5,000 partners in Diva, Nigeria. I don't know. I don't have the figure. So if all your activity, your noise, your brouhaha, and your duty and everything makes Diva Nigeria to excel more, does it not make your business easy? Does it not make your business partners easy? They will find it easy to prosper because everybody is hearing Diva. So if the whole company does well, it helps you to do well and do better. So somebody in the dependable stage is an asset to the entire team. Like someone like stockist, like you are serving the community. Somebody that's your post on Facebook, people say, until people start copying your Facebook post is not making sense. I'm saying this with all confidence. At times, some people copy and they copy your phone number, Joy. That's not a problem. When they call, it's you that will pick the call, and it's me that will convert the person to a partner. Until they start copying your post. I see my post everywhere and I say, thank God, yes, copy. And I'm like, and some people cannot even see copy and paste. The simplest thing is to copy and paste. They can't see copy. Number 2, the person has become a trainer by default. You won't say, I don't like to talk. No, if you have a mission, you will talk. You will talk your mouth. A closed mouth is a closed destiny and a closed assignment. How can you say you have an assignment to lead people to financial freedom? You say you cannot train them. We'll just join DSK's training. No. Number 3, somebody in the dependable stage has grown to become the face of the company. Like Prospero knows you. Like Wilma Nivian knows you. Like everybody, they've probably started calling you Mr. Diva, Mrs. Diva. Number 4, the person can stand and speak as an ambassador of the company, not just in your country, but anywhere around the world. And I'm going to close today's training with the 4th stage, and that is the interdependent stage. If you are catching value, you're learning stuff so far, go to the chat box and give me some feedback. If you're learning, you're catching value, you're learning something, you are appraising yourself honestly, and you're already telling yourself, man, I got to move, man, I got to move. Like you're already telling yourself, okay, this is what I should be doing. Actually, oh my God, that's true. Man, DSK has a point. If you're learning something, your eyes are getting open. Whether you're watching these live on replay, give me some comments. Let me see some comment. Let me see those that are getting value from this day one, This is just day 1. Day 2 and day 3, we're going to go into skill set proper. Okay, so stage 4 is the interdependent stage. While I was preparing this training, I had a conversation with my leader, Dr. Nono, and she opened my eyes to something, and she mentioned interdependence. And at this stage, maybe not everybody will function at this stage, but interdependent stage, what moves you from dependent to interdependent stage? The ability to work across different teams, different countries, different regions, and different continents. For example, let's say you are in Nigeria and there's somebody from Malaysia that wants to do the business. You already know the things to do to onboard the person, to connect the person, and to connect the person to responsible leaders in that country, and to create an interdependence. You know the stockist and the country rep of different countries, and you're not always asking, do we have somebody in? Because you have created the friendship, you have created the relationship, you have done all the networking. Networking is actually a skill. It's not just a business, it's a skill. Like you have created connections. Everybody is in your contact list. Like my father, like He kind of knows who to call in the day of trouble. It's not until trouble comes before he knows who to call. That is excellent collaboration skills. I'm doing a program right now, and the program is talking heavily about collaboration. If you want to become relevant globally in this business, you need to understand collaboration. Don't see, you won't say this person is not in my team. No. You are not afraid of working with people outside of your team. Everybody on this call is not in my team. Of course, I care where they come from, but I don't care where they come from. Diva is one family, is one company, is one organization. And if you can function with that mindset that you're a blessing not just to your team, but to your country, your region, and your continent, you're not in independent stage yet. So I'm going to conclude with these 2 slides. Whatever stage you are in, move forward to the next stage. I'm going to say that again. Whatever stage you're in, whether it's independence, you just got started, or you like to do your things your way. You will not do your things your way. There is a formula. There is a prototype. There is a laid down way of doing it, of growing. And we're going to be talking about those things you need to learn and the patterns and the formula you need to follow from tomorrow. Whatever stage you're in, whether it's dependent stage, you're still sucking milk from your upline or your leader, or you're not even sucking anything. You're not even picking their calls. That has to change. Whatever stage you're in, you need to move forward to the next stage. Move forward to the next stage. Okay? All right. So we're going to bring this training to an end right now. And of course, it's a free training. The second day will be free. Third day will be free. But what you can do for me, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that when I put this up, you have access to it, to watch it live on replay, or to share this with your team members that were probably stubborn not to join today, or they just had some more important things according to them instead of joining live. Okay, so I'm gonna open up the microphone to 2 persons. 2 persons. Okay, don't sign out just yet. Let us hear from them. What we're going to hear from them is as important as what we're going to as what you have been hearing from me. Okay, I'm going to unmute 2 persons, and I have 2 persons already in mind. Let me see if the person is still on the call. Okay, she's still on the call. Okay, that's good. She's a chief matron all the way from Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. And Mommy Oludele, I see you're on. Thank you for connecting. I know you've learned. Could you share just one thing you have learned today? Is day one. Could you share just one thing you have learned today? And just share with the house. One thing you have learned today and you are going to do differently going forward. First of all, tell us the stage you think you're in, and tell us what you want to do differently to move to the next stage. Ma'am, the floor is yours. Give us your feedback real quick, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
I'm glad to be in this training.
Yeah, but glad to have you.
What I've learned is that I need to become a good leader that is confident and that people can ask about DIFA and I will be able to answer them. And I will say that I'm still in stage 1. I'm still dependent. I'm still dependent.
Okay.
But I want to, I have mind of moving to next stage, that I will not be dependent and I will do things rightly.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Segun King, for this opportunity, sir.
Thank you, Mommy.
And I thank God that I have you as a leader. I can beat myself that I have you as a leader.
Thank you very much, ma. Thank you very much, ma. We love you so much, ma. Thank you for making our time. Mommy she's a, when I remember, as in, when I see Mommy, I see my mother. You know, Mommy is a great nurse, like my mother is a great nurse. I can call her a senior citizen, but our effectiveness and efficiency is like ratio 10, like raised to power 10 of some young people like my age mates. And I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Mommy, thank you very much for the feedback, the honesty, and the kind words. I'm going to unmute for Dr. Isaac Aju. And I'm going to tell you why I'm unmuting this amazing man. He's a doctor. He's a learned personality. Somebody I have high amount of respect for. And of course, the wife, Madam And you see, when you think you know too much or you know finish, your success finishes at that point. Like it just stops. Leaders that have stopped learning, stopped growing, stopped increasing, stopped multiplying, their success stops at a point and they become extremely irrelevant. And I love you so much, sir. And I like your teachable spirit so much. I'm learning from that kind of spirit. I will unmuted you, sir, in just 30 seconds, because if I leave you, you could take us on the stage 2 of this training. Dr. Isaac Ajo, please unmute and just share with us one thing in 30 seconds that you have learned today, day 1. And we're going to close on that, sir. The floor is yours, sir. Dr. Isaac. Okay, maybe he's driving, or maybe he's in a place where he cannot mute. So I'm going to pass the honors to Madam Dupe. I've asked you to unmute. What God has joined together, let no question put us under. So, Madam Dupe, if you're there, I've asked you to unmute. Just share one thing that you have learned tonight on this day 1 with everybody in just 30 seconds, ma'am. Yeah.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Segun.
Yes, ma'am.
We appreciate your selflessness and all that you have downloaded into us.
Yes, ma'am.
God bless you.
Amen, ma'am.
Okay, so what I've learned tonight is that oh, sorry. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. What I have learned is that
Okay, is that network? I'll unmute you again. Madam Dupe, I've unmuted you again.
Okay. Hello.
I can hear you, ma'am.
First and foremost, I am in the dependency stage.
Okay.
And I'm hoping to grow to the next stage, to take an exponential leap to the next stage. So that which I've learned tonight is that change is not comfortable. And I have to leave my comfort zone. I do not have a choice than to leave my comfort zone so that I can get the result that I desire.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing that with us. Ladies and gentlemen, change is not comfortable. Change is a painful process. Go and look at a pregnant woman trying to change, her body to accommodate a baby and bring it to this world. Go and ask. Go and ask a single guy that has been doing his thing by himself and he marries and they have to provide food, not just for himself, but a wife. He will now start asking, what do you bring to the table? You that brought her to the table, she did not know she was going to eat. It's not comfortable. The guy has to adjust to literally providing for another human being. Then a baby will now come and join. Guys, change is not comfortable. To progress is not comfortable. Yes, there is grace, but there is also decision, commitment, work, and good desire to go forward. So we're going to close today. Thank you very much to everybody that stayed until the end. Okay, tomorrow, day 2 is going to be in depth. We're going to be going into the right skill set, the right skill set that can give you the right results. You see, there are some skills that are relevant to different industry. I'll be sharing with you the ones that are relevant to our industry, relevant to Diva Secret, and relevant for your future success, not just in 2024, but 2024 and beyond. Thank you so very much to every one of us. Thank you for connecting. We will see you tomorrow on day 2. Go to your different groups and share with those that missed it. Pepper them, pepper them. Let them know what they missed so that tomorrow they will be here before 7:15. We might likely close the room by 7:50 so that latecomers do not enter. Good night. Thank you very much. And this training has officially come to an end today. Bye for now.